Hello, welcome to the Wilk Report. I'm Michael Wilk, coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio. I do apologize for the incredibly low quality of this video. Let me turn a light on because I'm getting really weird effects here. Alright, that should be better. Alright, I do apologize for any background noise. I've got a fan going on my desk to help keep me cool. It is summer and I don't have air conditioning, so I've got fans in the windows helping to circulate air. Alright, the reason I'm making this video is to show you the really crappy quality of the webcam I have now. It's a 12-year-old Logitech, and my microphone is really very basic. None of this is really usable for a decent quality webcast, and I'm currently raising money through my Patreon page to get new equipment. There is a podcast quality webcam I've got saved on my Amazon wish list, along with a microphone and a couple of other items that I would like to get in order to make use. And I will link those in the comments section, in the description section, I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't fully woken up yet today, and it's already almost 8 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of where I am today. But yeah, like I said, my webcam and microphone are really kind of shit. So this is my video asking you to help donate money so that not only can I pay my bills every month, but also to help me get new equipment to make this podcast the best quality I can make it. Now, why am I doing this podcast, and what makes it different from others? Well, I cover a variety of topics. I cover news and entertainment from a science fiction, horror, and fantasy bent. Those are my favorite genre films and television shows, and I think that that's something I want to do, certainly, and just kind of give people my take on it. Now, I have a bachelor's in film and digital media. I've gone through the film program at Cleveland State University, passed that. I've taken screenwriting, read plenty of screenplays, both good and bad. So I kind of live and breathe this stuff, and I kind of grew up watching genre films as a kid. There was a local show called Superhost that aired on Saturday mornings that broadcast all sorts of stuff: Universal Monster Pictures, Toho Monster Pictures, Three Stooges, Little Rascals, Superman serials with George Reeve. And then on Friday nights, there was another show called Big Chuck and Little John, where I got my Hammer horror and 70s exploitation fix. So that's the kind of stuff that I grew up on, and really kind of shaped the kind of films and stories that I want to tell as a nascent filmmaker. I will be raising money to do my own independent projects, because I'm also a freelance photographer as well, so I'm looking to do independent film projects and also get work as a photographer. I'm also starting a new job at the end of the month, which will help pay the bills for a while, but like I said, it would help a lot if I could get donations through my Patreon page to help speed this along. So I'm looking to raise about $300 to $400 initially, so I can cover the cost of the webcam, the microphone, and also shipping and handling and whatever other accoutrements. In particular my internet connection, because I need to keep that going so I can do my podcasts. Let's see, besides doing reviews on genre, because I will share news, I will try to analyze rumors, because plenty of rumors flow on the internet, and I think it's important to try and debunk a lot of the stuff that's unverified. Verify what can be verified, because some rumors are true, some are not, and it's really difficult to try and sort out what's true and what's just supposition and indulging in fantasies. I'm also, very politically opinionated. You might call me a flaming lefty. So I will give, from time to time, political commentary on current events. Really, from a perspective that doesn't really get talked about much on the mainstream media. Now, there are streams that I listen to on YouTube. There are websites such as Consortium News and other things that I also like listening to, or reading, actually. They're News and Opinion. There's also the Real News Network. These cover topics from a perspective that you don't normally see on the mainstream media, which has a very definite pro-establishment bias, and I'm kind of anti-establishment, but at the same time, I'm not given to conspiratorial thinking. I don't believe in Pizzagate, Russiagate, 9/11, NASA faking the moon landing. I really don't believe this nonsense about child sex slave rings on Mars. I mean, first of all, we haven't even put people on Mars, so, I mean, and when it gets to the point where NASA has to put out statements denying, I'm kind of reminded of this story about Lyndon Johnson, where he was talking with one of his advisors, and he mentioned putting out this lie about his political opponent, and the advisor says, but that's not true, and Johnson said, yeah, but we're going to make him deny it. And that's kind of what this whole Pizzagate, Mars child sex ring fantasy is. You make them deny it, which makes people believe that there's something being hidden. And it's really just nonsense. So, I will also be debunking some of the wilder conspiracy theories out there. Because, I think it is important to think critically and to not just accept things at face value that we're told by our establishment media, because they are bought off in many cases. They answer to their sponsors or to their owners. MSNBC is owned by Comcast. Do you think they're going to report critically on Comcast when they do something scuzzy? Well, no. Fox Noise Channel, which does nothing but spin, they're not going to report on anything bad that Rupert Murdoch is doing. CNN is not going to report badly on what its owners and what its advertisers are doing. So, in the sense that there is a conspiracy, it's one of, sorry, just adjusting my chair, it's basically one of, pleasing the bosses. And, it's as simple as that. You don't need to go into these complicated fantasies of smoke-filled rooms and X-Files style imaginings. So that'll also be on my show. But primarily it's going to be focusing on entertainment-oriented, stuff that I love. Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, horror films, fantasy. I've got my opinions on Peter Jackson's Tolkien franchise, Marvel Cinematic Universe, so all sorts of stuff. So if you are interested in any of this and would like to support it and would like to help me get the equipment I need to really make this a high-quality podcast, I will include a link to my Patreon page in the description below, and you can contribute that way, and or you can send a PayPal payment. I will also include my email that I use for my photography business, and you can send money to my PayPal account through there if you want to donate. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up right now and upload this to YouTube. It should process fairly quickly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope to see you soon, and I will be back this time a few days from now with my take on the new Star Trek series that's coming up. So, take care.